Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about something that a lot of you will find absolutely horrendous, absolutely disgusting, and there is totally no need for this. We're going to be talking about the food. In fact, we're going to be talking about the genetically modified or genetically edited food, I shall say. Anyway, about a year ago, I have done a video, but there was some things in the making to make sure that our fruits and vegetables last a bit longer. All in the name of saving the fruits and vegetables, saving you money, and of course, in the name of the climate change. Of course, why else would they want to do this? So, we're talking about, say, firstly, a banana. It's a little bit brown, a little bit manky, but guess what? This is what happens. This is somewhat a natural banana, and yes, bananas do go brown. Everything goes brown. All the food spoils, be it apples, strawberries, or lettuces. But apparently, this is just not good enough. So now, okay, as I said, I've covered this last year where there was talks about the genetically modifying or genetically editing a banana for the company that wanted to make your banana stay yellow after peeling for 12 hours. After peeling for 12 hours. I'm not being funny. I said this then and I will say this now. You have a banana. If you want to eat the banana, you peel it and then you eat it. If you really, really want your banana to stay yellow for longer, if you are making a trifle or a fruit salad, then you cut your banana and then you just sprinkle some lemon juice on the top. This will keep your banana non-browning for probably quite a while. I probably can go with saying this maybe 12 hours as well. Not that you want to anyway. But nonetheless, this is just not good enough. So, as I said, right, I've covered this a year ago and this was just in the making. But the horrendous thing is now that it's becoming that much quicker to supermarket near you. We're talking about as quick as potentially the next year. So, right, let me just talk to you about the company and what's actually happening, other things that are currently happening. And again, many of you, the people that do want to truly eat just a wholesome, normal, fresh food, nothing that's been fiddled with in a lab, right? So anyway, so bananas, it's actually in UK. A Norwich-based company called Tropic Biosciences have gene-edited bananas so they stay yellow for up to 12 hours after peeling, okay? So in the Philippines, apparently, they already cleared these bananas as non-GMO, okay? Whilst India is still working on the super bananas enriched with a vitamin A. Okay, so Philippines accepted that and approved this as a non-GMO. So genetically modified or genetically edited, apparently there's a huge difference. Okay, so this is non-GMO. So technically, okay, so that it sounds, they can edit the genes of the banana, okay, and that's not going to be able to be called GMO. So the worst part of, because of that, right, the label and transparency, or the lack of, going to be a big issue. A big issue. Anyway, next thing, strawberries. Apparently, in the Norway, okay, the researchers made the country's first CRISPR edited food plant. So strawberries resistant to rot. It's basically, again, they're editing a single stem of a strawberry to stop them rotting that much quicker. Again, we're talking about the berries, the soft fruits. Everything spoils. It's designed to be so by the nature. Then when it spoils, it can then plant its own seed, it can regrow. This is the whole idea of the fresh food. This is how it goes. Strawberries don't meant to sit in your fridge for 3-4 weeks, okay? You buy the strawberries because you want them fresh. You know, that's the whole idea, to get the most of them out of vitamins. Even if you edit a strawberry so it doesn't go manky, that means it will sit in your fridge. The longer it will sit there, you lose all the nutritional value anyway. So what is the point? I know, of course, the climate change is a key thing, and for you, saving the money is a key thing. But do we really want to eat a genetically edited food? No, we don't. I speak for myself and many, I'm sure. Anyway, also, apparently lettuce in the US. So regulators approved a non-browning romaine lettuce in 2024, and there's other experiments are taking place. Again, the lettuce, it goes brown. It's greenery, it's 99% of water. It will go brown. This is what happens. It will wilt. But again, editing a slight bit in there, make it stay greener for longer. Again, guys, if we're talking about like a head of lettuce, romaine head, unless you separate the leaves, it'll stay green for a while. It takes a really long time for a head of lettuce to go brown, unless it's like manky, pre-cut, pre-chopped, dunked in the bleach, touched by many other people, and then put it in the plastic bag. Yeah, they'll go browner quicker. But a freshly grown one, it will stay fresh for quite a while. So anyway, so the point is, again, they're talking about this, and the fact is, because of the Brexit, that's what they are leaning towards, maybe to sway some people of their decision, how they chose to voice themselves. The point is, okay, they're saying is because of the Brexit, it's going to be very, very easy for UK or for those companies to import that kind of food on our shelves. Not even saying that we're not going to have, or a government going to be questioning whether we want this kind of food on our shelves or not, or whether we as a consumer want to have this kind of food on our shelves. No, it's going to be really much straightforward, getting this in here and put this on your shelf. The scary part is, like I said earlier, we as a consumer are not going to be having an option of choice or be able to make our choice because it doesn't count as GMO. Okay, is the gene edited? Because one teeny weeny little gene has got edited, no longer GMO. That means, okay, they're not going to be declaring this on the labels. So comes as early as the middle of the 2026, which is in a good few months. When you go to the supermarket and you want to buy yourself a banana, you wouldn't know whether your banana has been gene edited or not. And again, guys, if you know me, I find this absolutely horrendous. When I'm doing my food exposed videos, the whole aim of those episodes, of those videos, is to open people's eyes on the lack of transparency in our food labeling system, okay? The things that are hidden in our labels, and we're just talking about the prepackaged foods, is horrendous, okay? Because there's little loopholes there, bits there, things brushed under the carpet, because they don't want you to know the kind of crap that they put in our food. So to me, when it goes as far as your fresh fruits and vegetables, were technically been fiddled in a lab by somebody and taken the gene away just to make a banana a bit yellower and then not tell us about it, this is taking away our choice, okay? The choice of making your choice of whether you want to eat that banana or just you want a brown banana, okay? This is the point. And especially people that are into all the natural things, right? It's going to be a huge thing for people who want to have the organic, because technically, I'm no idea yet whether they're going to be allowed to even call them organic, because technically, well, it's not GMO, so it's just gene edited. Just one teeny weeny little gene. So to me, I don't know. But the point is that obviously there are currently strawberries, lettuce and bananas. Other things are currently in the making. So for all we know, as quick as those things went, in a few years down the line, everything could be gene modified or gene edited, in fact, in the supermarket, and we won't be able to make a choice. So the point is, as well, as I'm pretty sure you understand, they've already done plenty of editing with our fruits and vegetables, like say bananas without seeds, grapes without seeds, oranges without seeds. So all of this is taking away the seeds from the produce. And whether as a consumer, you might think it's a really good idea because, well, who wants to spit seeds from your grape or your oranges all the time? But the question then arises, well, where would your food come from? If you totally eradicate all the natural foods with the seeds, they will self-seed, they can grow freely and normally without the help of human being or the lab, okay, what would happen then? Okay, where would your food or true food comes from? So this is the big point. And the thing is, well, because they've been modifying this for a little while, it's kind of fairly new, but like to the extreme they're doing this now, it is kind of happening rather fast. There's no research to say what effect this is going to be causing on the ecosystem, on the planet, on humans, okay? Because they're still technically editing something that's meant to be natural that we put in our body. Now, it has lab thing, like, I want to put it the way, it's got to have a lab fingerprints on your food. I don't want it. I really, really don't want it. But if this is what they choose to do, I want to have a transparency. And I want to know that if I want to buy a banana that goes brown, I want a brown banana. And this is my point, guys. This is my point. The way it's going is going faster than we want it to go, but it is happening. Unfortunately, this is going to be happening, and it looks like we're going to be having a very little choice in that. So anyway, guys, I do apologize for the rant because I think the labeling part just drives me absolutely nuts. But you need to know this, okay? So we all need to know what's happening in our food system. In the end of the day, we eat that food, right, on a daily basis, though. There we are. Anyway, rant's over. Please don't forget, guys, please do support the channel. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye-bye.